Blog Talk Radio.
I don't fucking believe this.
This is Dennis. Please leave a message after the tone. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please try again.
This is Chad.
Chad.
Yes.
Chad.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. This is Bay from Totally German Radio.
Hey, babe, what's going on, man?
Good, man. Finally. It seems like every time we try to do this, like the other night, my studio collapses. And literally, like, I'll say 7 minutes ago when I was supposed to call you, the same thing happened. I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me.
Really?
It's like,
Is everything okay?
It's like it wasn't meant to be almost.
Sorry if I'm a little shaky, son, man. We're riding in the van right now. I'm just kind of
okay. Where you guys headed?
We're heading to Winston-Salem.
Oh, okay, cool.
North Carolina.
So, I got to ask off the bat, you know, once I start looking into you guys, like, you can come across weird things. And the first weird thing I came across was, do you know you have, like, somebody made or maybe it was you, made a Facebook page for your beard?
I do know that this exists. It was not me that made it, and it was made, like, many years ago, so I kind of assumed it fizzled away. But every once in a while, I'll get, like, tagged in something that is, like, says that I on my third page or something like that. really random.
Yeah, every time I would put your name in, it would say your beard. I'm like, what is going on? And then, yeah, but it looks like they haven't been updating it recently.
Yeah, Chad Nicefield is no more. He only speaks from his beard.
Now, the other goofy thing that I came across was your guys' YouTube videos that you put up that you were promoting your last album, Full Blast Fuckery, where you shaved your ass and you pulled one of your teeth out to promote the album.
Yeah. It's no old file here, man. We're trying to get the word out, you know.
Yeah, I would think something like that would have gone viral.
Yeah, you think, right? It's like, man, there's no way that 1 million people won't buy that record if I yank my tooth out of my face. Apparently, people don't really particularly care about that sort of thing. So. Now I'm just down one tooth.
Well, now, was that your idea to do that, or?
Yeah, we were just coming. I mean, that's the thing about the band in general is we're always consistent in coming up with like out of the box ideas, and sometimes they can't really be worked into our music per se. So we just use our personalities as platforms to experiment in other ways, like making videos of us yanking your tooth out, shaving my ass, making videos of making SoundCloud pages for like weird skits that we do in the van. There's like a lot of weird shit that happens within this band. We try to find outlets for all of it because I think all of it's pretty fun. And like Wilson in itself is a band, obviously, but within that band there's 5 individuals with 5 different weird personalities, and I think there's something special with that chemistry. So try to shoot some light out there with it sometimes. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and then watching the videos you guys made, combined with all that, I'm saying to myself, these guys are like the Animal House of rock and roll.
Probably pretty spot on, actually. I don't know who Belushi is, but I don't want to be him.
That's too funny. Now, you guys are from Detroit. So you guys are representing Detroit Rock City. Do you ever feel any type of pressure?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's why we wrote the record, Write the Rise that we just put out. Is, we're talking about the people within our city's walls, and there's definite pressure, I suppose, just to do them right, because our story is pretty unique. It exists in some way, shape, or form in every city. That's because the people in our city are very similar to people in every city. There's hard workers that have gone through a lot of bullshit. We just happen to have a major amount of bullshit and a major amount of hard workers. So to shine the positivity on those people and what they're worth is pretty much our goal, and that pressure is consistently there. If anything that we put on ourselves. I don't think anybody back home is being don't fuck this up. But I think that we are don't fuck this up.
Cool. Yeah, the new tune from the new album, Right to Rise, is just friggin' awesome. I never really heard of you guys until that, and from the song being played on Octane, and I was like, this freaking song's fucking awesome. And then it was the band. You see the band name Wilson, and I'm like, Wilson, who are they? And it's got to be somebody in the band. His name Wilson, I would think.
Right.
But
no, man, the band name just came about 7 years ago when Jason, our guitar player, was asked to play a show by one of his. He was going to school in East Lansing at Michigan State University and had 4 songs written, and they were a neighbor was I want to have a house party, I want to have a band. Jason, I hear you guys jamming, you guys want to play? And we'd already been in other bands and stuff like that, and it's just started as a way to get some rock and roll out of us and free beer. But he was like, yeah, we'll play. He's like, well, I need a name for the flyer, and the dude asked Jason, and Jason drunkenly just said, fucking put Wilson on it, man. And then kind of after a few more shows, it just kind of stayed, and then it was one of those things where people were starting to talk about it, so we just kind of rode the wave,
That's funny. Yeah, that's definitely. I guess you guys didn't think it was going to stick after all this time.
Yeah, there were, like I said, we'd already been in other bands and toured a bunch and stuff like that for other projects, so it was never our intention when we were starting the band for it to be anything else other than, a good time with our friends and to play shows essentially for free beer, and then we just kind of started to fall in love with it the way that other people were starting to fall in love with it. It became infectious, and we were like, all right, let's get back on the road and do this again,
Which, like you were saying, you guys started doing this for free beer and stuff, and I came across an interview with you where you were saying it sounds like up until maybe the last year or two, like you guys were just like the quote unquote weekend warriors, where you were just going out on weekends and doing shows, but now you guys are doing it full time.
It was, we did like some independent touring the first few years of the band, where we'd go up for like a week here or 2 weeks there or a weekend. And it was Guar who really took us out on our first like long, like official long run tour, like a real tour that wasn't self-booked and all that stuff. 13, like a few months before Full Blast Fuckery actually came out. So we at the time didn't even have a record out, and Paul was like, all right, we'll take these dudes out. And we're like, what? Okay, so at that point we strapped in, and we're like, all right, well, this is gonna work, so let's make sure that we're putting all of our eggs in that right basket,
Yeah, and you know what, you just said something too. The album Full Blast Fuckery, which when I first heard the name of that, I was like, holy shit. And then I'm going through and I'm seeing other, like I see a video for a song called College Gangbang and another song, Viking Pussies Fuck Off. And I'm just thinking to myself, did you guys ever think maybe to tone the titles of the songs down a little to get a little more exposure?
The kicker here is this. Those are all working titles, when we were writing the songs, or like the reason why Viking Pussies Fuck Off is called Viking Pussies Fuck Off is because I was like, man, it sounds like, like Nazi punks fuck off. There's something in your fucking face. It's 40 seconds long. But, we just kind of went with it and went with our gut. And the reason why I think we stayed with it also is because of our band, but because of being a new band, not having a record deal at the time, and also having a band name called Wilson. We knew it was going to be a very hard uphill battle to get people to pay attention. So we were like, all right, well, this is what we had originally called the song when we started writing it. Why fucking change it? And we just left it, And that definitely caught people's attention. Like, wait, what? And did you just call your record Full Blast Fuckery? Why? I'm like, because that's what it sounds like.
And going back to the name again, but it is really hard because when you're trying to find stuff on the band and you put Wilson in, it's hard to find stuff on you guys.
Oh yeah, man. It's getting increasingly better as we make more strides towards towards our future. But yeah, I mean, at first, if you weren't putting in Wilson in the word fuckery, you weren't going to find us on the internet. You were going to find Gretchen Wilson and Brian Wilson and every other fucking kid you went to high school with the last name Wilson, So it was detrimental to building the band at first, especially to building those people, turning those heads,
Right. Now, you mentioned you guys toured with Guard, but you guys also toured, I think it was last year, with Jason Newsted. He's kind of like an icon in the metal scene. What's it like touring with him?
Yeah, we actually went, it was crazy. So our first real tour was Guar, and then followed up by Jason Newsted. So we were kind of like, whoa, this is crazy. And that was in 2013 as well. Jason was awesome, man. He had handpicked us for the first tour that he had done solo, as Newsted or whatever, and just being able to watch him perform and being able to have conversations with this dude on a daily basis that is not only an icon in the music scene, but also, a guy who has been, through the thick and thin of it all, from stepping into a role that, is right off the bat is going to be highly criticized, after a band member like that dies, and then, to being, essentially booted out of a band that at the, the peak of their career, like that guy has a lot of experience and a lot of lessons to teach, and we were fortunate enough to take a few of those away with the short period of time that we did spend with them. So we couldn't be any more than thankful to have that on our backs,
Absolutely. Now, all right, so the new album is out. It's called Right to Rise, and you kind of talked about the rise of what that all means. So, and you guys are actually, like you said, you're out on tour now, and you guys are touring with Trivium and Tremonti?
Yes, that is correct.
Nice.
We are currently on show 5 or something.
But you guys aren't coming to Philly, though.
No, I think the closest that we come is shit, maybe Connecticut, or I'd have to look at the routing. I get coffee and water as well. Sorry, we just sat down at a diner. I'm walking outside now. I just want to make sure I got coffee in there before the guy walked away. Yeah, so I don't think we're coming to Philly. I don't know exactly where the closest. I'd have to look at the routing for the closest is. But, like Long Island, New York, Patchogue, or whatever. And then maybe Maryland. Is Maryland close to Philly?
About an hour and a half, yeah.
Baltimore, yeah. It's probably as close as we're going.
Cool. So let me see. The other thing, too, which really stood out with you guys that I came across was your actual website, which I thought was really cool because people really need to go to the website and check it out because as you're scrolling down, you see this table, which kind of reminds you, like, again, going back to, like, the Animal House thing and where I'm sure all of us has experienced a table like that. And the more you scroll down, the more you see empty beer cans and bottles and drug paraphernalia and drugs and this and that, and it just grows and grows and grows. And it just seems like a good old time with the band Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, that's, once again, our ethos, where we come from, there's a lot of work that needs to be done before you can celebrate. But when you celebrate like it's the last time you're ever going to be able to celebrate. I mean, I just grew up in that place that, like, it's when 5 o'clock hits Friday, your pants are around your ankles and you got beers in your hands. So, that's just how, that's just how we grew up. So, we just try to honor that. And, we like to have a good time when the time's to have a good time.
Nice. And the Right to Rise, the single, is there going to be a video for that?
Yeah, we just we finished shooting the video in between these tours when we wrapped up with Crowbot and then came home for a few days and finished shooting the video, and now we're back out, so it's getting edited right now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be out within the next couple of weeks. Produce and help direct that one, and I'm very excited about it.
Nice. And since you're getting ready to go eat at the diner, I'll let you wrap everything up. So where can everybody find the band Wilson? The real way to find everybody.
The best place to find us, and you can find all of our social pages from there, is www.wilsonisaband.com, and then you'll find, like, you can like us on Facebook there, and Twitter, and Tumblr, whatever social media pages that you particularly find grooming to your life. You can find us there. You can see us on the road all fall long, I guess, with the Hard Drive Live Tour with Tremonti and Trivium, and then we'll probably be heading over to Europe shortly after that.
Gotcha. And hopefully 2016 you guys will make it to Philly.
Yes, I'm sure 100% that we will. One of our agents lives in Philly, so he likes to bring us through every once in a while so he can come out to the show. We'll for sure be there.
Very cool. Chad, and the album. Where can everybody get the album?
You can get the album at Best Buy and FYEs, and then you can also get the album at iTunes, Amazon Music, all the digital. You can listen to it on Spotify. You can get it from us directly at our merch store, which you can find at the website www.wilsonisaband.com. We will personally mail that out to you if you buy it from us ourselves, and then obviously it'll be available at every show.
Cool. And before I let you go, if I can just get you to cut an ID for me, this is Chad Nicefield of Wilson, and you're listening to Totally Driven Radio.
Totally Driven Radio, okay. This is Chad Nicefield, okay. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is Chad Nicefield of Wilson, and you're listening to Totally Driven Radio.
And we're going to play the Right to Rise for everybody. Chad, thanks so much. Go enjoy your lunch, and hope to see you in Philly next year.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, man.
Have a good one.
You too.